And beautiful. All right. Welcome everybody to another Monster Mash. We have a full house tonight as we are joined not by my usual crew, well, half of them, but by two newcomers to this scene. They've been around before, both in the Discord and in the chat, but joining us tonight for their first, and hopefully, well, maybe not last session, we'll see how it all works out for them, is Dinnerman and Melkor. So, feel free to say hello, fellas.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, future me.
Glad to be here.
And why don't we start off, because I do like everybody taking a chance to introduce their characters. Just going by alphabetical order here with the newcomers. Dinnerman, who are you playing for our test tonight?
I am playing Vesta, a summoner, reflavored like a JoJo stand user, because I'm a weeaboo. And
I was going to say, I know what those words mean.
I hope someone does. And then my Eidolon, my stand, is the Panic Broadcast. I'll do my best to not have every word out of my mouth be a Soilwork reference, but no promises.
Well, very cool. Summoners are a lot of fun.
Beautiful.
And Melkor, what have you got for us?
Tonight I'm playing Lodge, the Goblin Wizard.
Lodge, okay. I was going to ask how to pronounce that. Good thing I let you go first.
Yeah, he's just a goblin trying to prove that goblins can be smart too.
Very cool. Very cool. Level old goblin wizard. And then, as I mentioned, we do have two of the regular cast with us tonight, which is, of course, Decaf and Shy. Because when are they ever not helping me test out a monster? So, Decaf, why don't we go first with you? Who are you playing this time around?
Yeah. I am bringing in Felix. He is your standard bastard sword fighter. We're just going to try and smash things and hopefully not die.
I was going to say, he is a pretty standard-looking fighter. That is a very classic fighter appearance in my...
Yeah, it could not be more generic, and I love it for exactly that reason.
Exactly that,
especially because it's level 4, right? Like, we're not getting specific yet.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an RPG roguelite adventurer.
And Shy.
His picture is there.
Yes.
Cool.
I am playing the character whom I actually have dubbed as Shy.
Okay,
this
so
is
4 isn't actually part of their name?
No, this. So if you recall last time, I put. Well, no, the 4 is part of their name. It's a level thing. So like if I ever do them multiple times at different levels.
Gotcha.
So that I can do them at different levels. But anyway, so yes, this character's name is Shy. I am just playing a war priest cleric of Serenray. Nothing too crazy. But boy, am I exhausted today. I have no spell slots. It's pain.
You wasted them all on whatever else you have encountered during this day. Which,
well, maybe if our fighter and summoner and wizard would stop getting hit all day.
They're all tip-top shape.
Yeah, now.
Because of you.
I wonder who.
But as you guys make your way through a snowy mountain pass, you hear the sounds of creatures growling, the sort of low sound. This and prowling through the whirling snow and wind are a trio of furred black and white creatures, vaguely resembling a cross between a badger and a wolf. They slink low to the ground, their sinuous bodies weaving through the snow. And as they draw closer, they kind of look like this.
Whoa.
Oh, those are the things from Monster Hunter.
Yes.
No.
And they are unveiling themselves. So, why don't we go ahead and roll for some initiative here. Sorry, let me make sure I got everybody I need selected for this. Perfect. Valadin points out those are some demented ferrets, which is surprisingly appropriate estimation of what they are.
I mean, friend-shaped, are they friendly?
No, they are not. They look distinctly unfriendly.
Man.
All right. There's one thing I want to do.
There we go.
I don't know why.
Ooh.
Ooh, Vesta in the lead.
Oh, that's the opposite. Oh, I just wanted to go before you.
Oh, Felix in the lead. Never mind. Felix overtakes Vesta. And so, my monsters come in the middle, which actually might work out for me. We will see. As Felix, it is up to you.
Okay.
For what it's worth, Valden over in the chat believes in your ability to friend them.
We'll see how this goes. All right. Well, we're gonna start it off the classic way of, we're in combat now. I'm gonna draw out my bastard sword.
Yes,
For
the
one
perfect, the wand of friendship, as they call it.
Yeah, exactly. How do I want to go about this? You know what? Yeah, let's get in there. I'm gonna go ahead and move, and I have 20.
And while the snow is thick, I will say it is not thick enough to be difficult terrain.
Should we be able to see them? I don't see anything.
You should be able to, yes. Decaf and everybody, you guys can see them?
Yep, I can see.
I've got vision on my end.
It's just me.
Melkor, can you see them?
Yeah, I can see them.
Oh boy.
I gave it a refresh. Let's see.
Alright, well, Felix strides up to the monsters that are apparently invisible to Vesta.
There's so much snow in my eyes. What's going on?
Their white fur blends in
very
with
familiar.
the snow.
Hold up.
Yeah, desolation is at it again.
This does sound familiar, yeah.
Yep, here we go. Oh no.
All right, loading.
I don't like this.
All right, I can see them now.
Perfect. Alright,
I
so
rub my eyes
Felix,
super
first
hard.
action, you draw your trusty blade. Second action, you stride up to one of these creatures.
Yeah. And third action, I'm gonna try and make my life a little easier for my allies. We're gonna start off by targeting this guy right next to me with a snagging strike.
Ooh, very cool. Alright, let's see it if you can do it.
Let's see here. All right, targeting. I said targeting. There we go.
Oh, I have to.
They're just small little things. Oh no!
Oh no.
And shockingly nimble as well.
Is it worth the hero point?
No.
It's not worth the hero point.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
let that be.
if it is a demented ferret, they're slinkies, so
They are very they
awfully dodgy.
their movements, like you see as you stride up to it and you strike down at it, your blade carving into the snow, they are strangely serpentine in their movements. Vesta.
Sounds ferrety.
All right. Shy, you said you're a war priest. You got a weapon? What kind of weapon you running with?
I'm running with a scimitar and a shield.
Good old-fashioned Schmidtmar. All right, first things first, we're going to act together. I'm going to move
Skimeter.
here. The Panic Broadcast is going to use its 35 feet of movement with its...
to get into a flank.
Yes.
And is this going to be your act together?
Yes, that was. Sorry. Act together. I step. It
strides.
moves there.
Gotcha.
Strides. And then, this is why I wanted to go before Felix. So rather than Panic Broadcast doing anything, I'm going to lay my hand on the pommel of Shy's sheath, and I will cast Runic Weapon on it.
Ooh. All right.
And that is all three. Please don't get hit, Panic Broadcast.
All right, so Shy's weapons
Love this.
shimmer with magical force and might.
Perfect.
But it is my turn. My turn to play. And
Less
these
perfect.
strange fairy creatures hiss at the creatures that are now surrounding them. And I don't think it likes being surrounded. You know, it's an animal. It's not smart. But they do hunt in packs, and I don't think
Mhm.
they like other packs getting around them.
Mhm.
No, very instinctual. Yeah, I can make that.
For its first action, it is going to step, because it doesn't need to go far. It doesn't want to go far.
Mhm.
It's going to follow that step up with a Talon Strike against Felix. Dice, don't fail me now. Ah, they failed me now.
What?
All right. Well, if
Who'da
that
thunk?
if that is the case, I will just go ahead for a second strike. Make use of my agile trait here. 16 is unfortunately still a miss. That leaves me with my second Wulg. It is going to step up, strangely not into a flank.
You
Because
silly animals.
what it wants to do is it wants to strike you with a Talon. And a 21 just gets you. So, a couple things are going to happen. First off, you are going to take 7 points of slashing damage. As it strikes out at you, as it goes to slash out at you with its claws, you notice a longer claw than normal with a curved, almost sickle-like shape seems to snap out from it. And you can actually see that if I show you guys this picture again in the upper left corner.
Mhm.
You see how that Wulg has these extra longer claws?
Mhm.
And actually you can see it in the one on the right as well. Faintly. That's a forward view of it.
Mhm.
They sort of snap out and they dig into your flesh as it uses the grab ability of its talons. Which I don't have listed, but it does have. So this is going to go against your Fortitude DC. Come on, dice, treat me nice. 24. Does that get you?
Against my AC?
Fortitude DC. This is to grapple you.
Oh, Fortitude DC? Yeah, that's a success.
Okay. Alright. So you become grabbed. As it grabs you, as it sinks its claws in, it wraps its body around you, very serpentine in its nature, almost coiling like a snake. And as that happens, there is something else that happens as well. The other Wulg, seeing you in a disadvantaged position, is going to make a frenzied pounce as a reaction. The trigger is a creature within 15 feet of the Wulg becoming grabbed or prone. The Wulg then leaps to the grabbed or prone creature, and this movement doesn't trigger reactions. So as its packmate wraps you up, this Wulg lunges forward.
Jeez.
Its jaws open wide as it goes in for a bite against you. That is a 23. Now this is going to deal 12 points of damage. However, Wulgs, as I mentioned, are pack hunters, and as such have pack attack. So there is another 1 point of damage on top of that. Then, you know what? I think what I want to do. This is going to be this is going to be at a penalty, but I think this is fun. With you sort of tangled up, this Wulg is going to throw itself into the back of your knees, and it's going to try to trip you. So this is going to be at a -5, and is going to go against your reflex DC. Uh, 18 against your reflex DC.
That is a fail.
That is a fail. Okay. So it throws itself into the back of your knees. You manage to stand firm even while you're wrestling with this other Wulg coiling about you, hissing in your face. And it will attempt one final Talon Strike against you. This is at its lowest map. Well, technically its jaws would be lower, but... Anywho... That is a miss, even with you being off guard. Okay. Shy. You can feel your blade humming with power. And good thing too, because Felix looks to be in a way.
Yeah, that's one way to word that. All right. Well, I guess I'll draw the blade because at this point, like, I'm gonna try and use it. Out of curiosity,
Mhm.
Felix, you got pretty messed up pretty quick.
Yes.
How are you feeling? Or are you bloodied or like what are we thinking?
I'm above half.
Okay. I kind of thought, but thought I'd check. I'll go ahead and so I'll draw the scimitar. Let me actually do that here.
I'll allow it.
Doink. Then I'll go ahead and move in here. I can't move in that far. Can I? We'll try here so that he's within like touch range. I think I'm just gonna try and help remove these from the equation.
Okay. So
So
this is the one that
We'll
is
just-
currently grabbing him, but this one is certainly still threatening him.
well, I mean, unless I kill it, I mean, I can't reach it anyway. So, like,
Yep.
unless I were to kill it.
Yeah, I
But
got
either
you.
way. So I'll target that one. And we'll go ahead and make a strike. Oh, I need to apply. Hold on. There we go. Look at that. So now it should. I think that did what it was supposed to, so. All right, let's see. Strike.
Bring
back.
it. Oh, that is a hit.
Now we're going to see if it did it right.
Solid blow against my poor little Wulg.
Good.
You
Deserved.
monster.
It will maybe survive, technically.
Oops.
I'm sure it's fine.
Does look like it did that right, though. So, it's cool.
Yeah.
Damage. All right.
Swing.
A solid blow against this thing, which turns and hisses at you.
Good for it.
But that brings us to Log, whose name I have fixed on the initiative tracker.
So, seeing his fighter get pretty messed up, Lodge is gonna raise his staff into the air and bring it down with a lightning on the one that's grabbing him.
Okay, on this one. Thunder Strike. Alright, let me see here. This is a reflex save. These guys look pretty nimble. Let's see if it can get a success. Well, let's hope for a critical success on my part. No, that is a 2 on the die. That is a failure.
Thankfully.
Oh, damage. Okay. A peal of thunder cracks the sky as a bolt lances down, striking my poor fur baby. As it takes 18 points of electric and sonic damage total. That does all seem to go through. You have 1 action remaining.
With his last action, Lodge will cast Shield.
Okay.
Hopefully, he end up like Felix.
Hopefully he will not have to use it. Felix, it is your turn. If you don't escape, I will not be angry.
That's fair. Yeah, no, my plan of action is I'll sit in this. I'm okay with that. I'm going to try and maybe help out Shy with his next turn in case this thing stays standing. I'm gonna target this guy
Okay.
and snagging strike for my
Okay.
first action.
I believe in you.
Let's see here. Let me change targets.
I'm just trying not to believe in you too hard so that you don't roll a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
Yeah,
sorry.
no, we're re-rolling that.
Yeah, I didn't believe hard enough.
I'm tired of rolling horribly low when I know a fighter can roll and hit on a 4.
Yeah. And indeed you do. Well, not quite a 4, but that is a mighty blow
I'm
against
taking
this
it.
creature.
Sweet. So there's that.
Your blade comes down, slicing into its pelt. As it gives this bark
Beautiful.
of pain. And it is
And it
now
will get
off guard, right?
Yep, off guard until the start of my next turn.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to turn my attention on this one. And we are going to... Where are you? We're going to go ahead and double slice for my last 2 actions.
I cannot
Because
find,
I have a gauntlet.
cannot find off guard. Sorry. Okay. Go ahead and give me those rolls.
So here is the first one.
There it is. How didn't I find that? 23, a solid blow against it. And the
Look
second,
at that.
unfortunately, that will be a miss.
Oh, I didn't realize that's damage.
Yeah, that was the damage.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was the attack roll for the second one, because you
Ooh.
combined the damage with double slice.
Ah, okay. Well, there's
Okay.
the second one.
They both hit then.
All right, beautiful. And then there's that.
All right, so 15 points of damage as you give it the old 1-2 sword punch.
Yes, sir. And that's all 3 actions.
All right, a good spreading of damage. I will say that of the Wulgs, only this one is bloodied. Vesta, it is your turn.
All right. First things first, we're going to act together. The panic broadcast will move here while
Okay,
I
liking that one.
simultaneously give it a little boost.
Nice. Give it a
And
little
then-
juice.
With the last 2 actions, we're going to do a good old-fashioned a furious strike on... hold on. I can't right-click to target it. Oh, T.
Yep, yeah, you can hover
Furious.
over and do the T. Yeah.
Strike. Is there anything else I could do? No, I only have 2 left. Don't miss, buddy.
Oh, the critical hit.
I love to see it.
Yeah, that
Critical.
might,
TA, nice. Everything else. Let's see if it does it.
all right, that would absolutely murder this thing.
Oh my God.
For the sake of testing it, I'm going to trigger my endless ferocity. So
Hitting it
It
with
is-
some final fatal force.
it is at a 1 hit point.
Boom.
Mighty blow. Just you're positive it should be dead. You have opened a
Mhm.
great wound in its back, but for some reason it persists. Like some evil god is keeping it alive.
Like Vesta just throws his hands out like, come on! What?
Yeah,
What was that?
exactly.
And that's all 3.
Speaking of evil gods, it is the Wulg's turn. And what we're going to start with here, Felix, I hope you don't feel like I'm targeting you, but I am going to be targeting you. I'm going to do, since I got you grabbed here and I've got these nasty little claws on my digits, I'm going to do a Savage Rake. So 2 claw strikes, both at the same multiple attack penalty. Or, oh, I do need to change that to Talon Strikes, since that is what I have them labeled as. They don't have claw strikes to make. Okay. Alright, first one. 15, even with it wrapped around you, that is a miss. Second one. The second one gets you. So that will be 7 points of slashing damage. Now, as the Wulg's final action, as I described, it is wrapped around you. Somewhere between a mink stole and a serpent that is trying to strangle you to death. And as part of that, it is going to constrict you. So, I need a fortitude save. And you know what? I did forget. Okay, so you'll take half damage from this. I did actually forget my pack attack on that claw strike, so I'm going to roll that. Alright. But with that, because it did not use a grab action to maintain the grapple, it then releases you. Sort of drops to the ground. I do kind of feel like Constrict should maintain a grapple, like as an effect of Constrict, but not the way it's written.
That sounds like it makes sense. It's like you tighten your grab and then let go of them. That doesn't really...
Yeah. Welcome to Angel Crab to the Twitch chat. Glad to have you here. Next, this Wulg down here. It got smacked by Shy. That is exactly what I want to do. So, here comes a Talon Strike. I forgot to target. Don't worry, I'm sure that is a miss anyway.
Yep.
I'm gonna make another Talon Strike against you, though. I got Agile here. Let's gamble a little bit.
Sounds good.
21 gets you exactly, it looks like.
Yep. I didn't raise my shield last turn, so...
So that'll be... Ooh, max damage, 11 points of slashing damage. And then once more, these claws come out and try to dig into your flesh.
I see.
So, athletics check against your natural 1. Disregard. Actually, I think you get to knock it prone when it critically fails a grapple check.
I don't remember the grapple one, but I can take a quick look.
Grapple. On a critical failure, if you already have the target grabbed or restrained, it breaks free. Your target can either grab you, as if it succeeded at using the grapple action against you, or force you to fall and land prone.
Yeah, I'll take the prone, because I don't have the hands to grab it anyways.
So it manages to claw at you, but instead of managing to sink its claws into your flesh, it gets them tangled in your armor, or in your robes or something, and you give a tug and send it sprawling across the ground.
Love that for me.
This
just makes my life even easier.
Final Wulg to act is just going to go ahead. We're going to do a jaw strike against Felix here. Fix this, you bastard! And nails him with a 27. Almost a crit. 2 off. So that is going to be 15 points of piercing damage. And another 2 points from the pack attack. Is Felix still up?
Yep.
Ah, you tenacious bastard. Man. Does it want to keep on you? Does it worry about its friends, the rest of its pack? You know what? It's an animal. I don't think it's got the tactics to I'm gonna go over there now. So it's just gonna swing away at the prey in front of it. So it's gonna strike out with the Talon. 21. For 8 points of slashing damage. Oof. And Felix goes down. Let's move Felix in the order.
Uh-oh.
With that prey downed, the Wulg is going to pivot. And let's see, I think it's going to go after the frequency, the broadcast. Alright, Shy, it is your turn.
Okay, well, the amount of damage that you kept dealing to poor Felix really changes what I wanted to do, but that's fine.
It's alright, it's a moderate encounter.
Well, I wanted to do a 2-action strike that I have, but that'll just be a waste. No, it's a restorative strike, which would have been this, but that'd be a waste of a heal that would help him, and I'd sooner put more of a heal on him than what you did. So
right, that's fair. That's fair.
I only have 1 heal, so thanks, sir.
I let you roll twice on it, even.
Yeah, for my hero point. All right, well, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast a 2-action heal.
Yeah.
On Felix.
I'll allow it. Wulg spontaneously gain reactive strike. Oof, 26 points of healing. Vitality energy surges through Felix's body. And his chest sort of like raised as he gasps back into life. One action remains for Shy the Fourth.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna make it harder for them to hit me. Well, no, I have
It's
the
flat-footed.
damage. I might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well try and smack it because it is. And I wanted to use that too. Now I'm sad. I blame
I'm
you.
sorry.
No.
That's fine. I'll accept the blame. All right.
Can't even hit it when it's flat-footed. This is dumb.
We are back.
I'm sad.
We're back to the wizard. The gizzard. The goblin wizard.
Lodge, he will siphon some energy from his staff and use drain bodied item
Ooh.
to recast Thunderstrike.
Mm.
Oh boy. ACDC
Same.
copyright coming down. Who you're targeting?
The Wulg up top.
Okay, the Wulg up top. Gotcha. Got him selected. Here we go with another reflex save. I rolled much better this time. That is a success.
Deal half damage.
Yep, still half damage. And you rolled well on damage.
Ooh,
That
that
is-
is big number.
Alright, another crack of thunder threatens to summon another avalanche upon the party, but wounds the Wulg.
With my last action, I'll move up closer.
Okay. Blinking out to the side, very wise. Vesta.
I'm not going to change it, but you saying the idea of the avalanche really makes me out of character want to change what I want to do, but I'm not going to do that. First
Go for
things first. 2 action, act together. We're going to start with the panic broadcasts. He's back up. He's conscious.
He is conscious. He does
He
threaten.
can make a melee attack, which means we're going to get a boost Eidolon should be gone, I believe, right?
Correct.
Goodbye. We're going to do this shared action for the panic broadcast will be an attack on, it's T, right? Yes, it is. On this guy.
That is a hit,
Okay, I'll take vanilla damage.
aided by flat-footed. Right, that is enough. This thing only had a hit point left. Its
Okay.
endless ferocity vanishes, and it perishes under the blow of your spirit.
And then, with my 2 actions, we'll cast Thundering Dominance on the panic broadcast.
We really are just dancing the line. Copyright strike from ACDC. Okay.
And then, with my final action, let me think to articulate it. There we go. The panic broadcast will use the 1 action Thundering Roar.
Super cool.
Yes. Each enemy in a 10-foot thingy, which is just both of them, will make this little save. Oh, it doesn't. There's nothing for me to put out.
Here, let me. Yeah, it would get them. Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right.
Oh, it's an animation from me. I don't know why I thought it would be wherever I wanted, but okay, that does still hit them both.
Yep.
I'm
I just
assuming
I just wanted to make sure that one wasn't in like the like lee of the blast.
Mm-hmm. So I can't output the Thundering Roar to the chat for the DC to show up, but it's a
weird.
DC 20 will save.
Will save. Okay.
Let me
All
double
right.
check.
So
that.
I will roll for the top one first.
Basic will save. That's right.
Fail, and the
Mhm.
bottom one will also fail.
Beautiful. So it is 48 Sonic. Can I click it in
They're
this?
both frightened.
Yes. Thundering Roar. I can't, so we'll just have to do this.
You should be
Chance
able to
to
click the 48s down bottom and just roll them.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll.
It won't just have.
Oh wow,
just
that's
not great.
not great. So they like lets out this shriek. It just sounds like every Soilworks song compressed into like 6 seconds, playing at the exact same time. It's just horrible.
Well, it is a solid blast of force that frightens these Wulgs. They've never heard of this strange band, and they aren't a fan of the music.
Yeah.
Leaving them frightened 1, and both of them, I would say, they are at mortal condition. One more solid hit should finish them off,
Beautiful. That's
which is
it.
perfect for Felix.
Except that I'm spending 1 action to pick up my sword, 1 action to stand, and then in case I don't somehow kill this thing because I'll miss, I am going to play it safely and make this strike a combat grab.
Ah, okay. Well, now this has the press trait.
Oh, you're right. Okay, never mind. Then
Not to be
Yeah, it's
a
fine.
party pooper.
no, that's fine. I have multiple actions for exactly this reason. Never mind. I plan on cleaving it. Dual-handed assault
Ooh,
then.
Okay. Yeah, I like dual-handed assault. Dual-handed assault's fun.
That'll do it.
So free
Alright,
to
it's
do
got a
so.
-3 to its AC right now.
Strikety strike.
Yes.
Because of all the penalties on it, that is a critical hit.
Strikety strike. For minimum, as much as possible.
Fortunately for you, it had exactly 9 hit points remaining.
So sad.
So your blade comes down and cleaves a head from the furry shoulders of this strange serpentine, ferret, wolverine, badger creature. And technically erases my initiative order, but never mind. I still have 1 Wulg remaining.
That would be all 3 of my actions, though.
Yeah, now normally, my, if I were running this game, if I were running this as an actual game, I would probably have the frightened Wulg simply flee
Mhm.
with its friends, possible lovers, dead. But this is a monster test, so I'm going to go down swinging and try to inflict as much damage as many people as I possibly can. Which is my general approach to life. So here comes a... Let's go with a... You know what? Let's go with a Talon Strike. I want to grab. I want to hurt somebody. Against the Panic Broadcast natural 20. See? My instincts were right. My instincts say hurt people, and that's what I do. 20 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
Which will, of course, be followed up by an attempt to grapple your Eidolon.
Hey, don't do that.
So this is against your Fortitude DC 25.
For the Eidolon, yeah, that's a success.
Alright. And with its final action, the Wulg will tighten itself around the Panic Broadcast and do a Constrict.
Basic fortitude for my guy.
Alright, success but not a critical success, so half damage. Minimum damage.
And-
Shy, it is your turn. I am no longer frightened. My creature
That's
was
fine.
emboldened by its critical hit. It'll live forever, it knows.
Whoop.
Uh-oh. We need to doubt its beliefs.
As Shy, not me, runs in, they're gonna cast guidance on themselves.
Ah, okay. I'll finally choose to use my reactive strike.
No,
That's
I
fine.
I
Go
just-
for it. Smack. No.
Critical hit. Spells disrupted.
All right. Ha. I mean, it wouldn't stop me from smacking at least. So. All right. Boink. Here we are.
Fortunately,
Okay. What?
your scimitar swings out and narrowly misses this creature wrapped around your friend's Eidolon,
even off guard.
even off guard.
Dang it. I'm like, you see me contorted in the same way as the Panic Broadcast. Like, get this thing off me, please.
Well,
All right, I'm not impressed with War Priest, but then again, it kind of got screwed from the start. So
that does fortunately bring us to the gizzard. All right,
Well,
Melkor, there's a single enemy left. What would you like to do?
As we walk up next to Felix,
Okay.
and I guess an electric arc.
Okay. Electric arc. So it will attempt a reflex save as soon as you throw that up in chat. There we go. It succeeds, so it's going to be half damage. Okay. With the same tenacity that it clings to the panic broadcast, the Wulg clings to life. Oh, never mind. It had. Oh wait, I took 7 damage. I meant to take half of that. There we go. It clings to life. Which brings us to Vesta.
Oof. I'm gonna, as this thing's like strangling and like biting into the panic broadcast, Vesta's gonna stare at it, give it this intense stare with all these scars on its face. I'm gonna demoralize it.
Okay. Now, Demoralize does usually have a range of 30 feet.
Ooh, let me look at what's the thing that I have that lets me intimidating glare.
Unless I'm wrong. I think Demoralize is usually 30 feet. Choose a creature within 30 feet of you.
Okay. Let me pull out the old.
Yep, you are just... You're just a tiny bit too far away for your glare to be effective.
I will not do that. I was just gonna punch it.
Okay.
Same deal. Act together. I'll remember what it's called.
You do have it flanked.
Mm-hmm. I remember what it's called. Boost Eidolon.
Yep.
On my guy.
We're going to remove the Thundering Dominance because you use its effects.
Boost that. Thundering Dominance lasts for a minute.
Does it not go away after you use its the roar?
Once during the spell's duration, it can take the Thundering Roar. The spell itself gives it a +1 to intimidation checks, but it's not going to do. It could demoralize.
Yeah, if you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have that be its shared action.
But does it have intimidating glare?
No, so it's gonna
get a +1, but a -4 for a net -3 plus its bonus.
Yeah. Can I do that here? I can. So it's -4. I'll add in, and then it has that.
I'll put Thundering Dominance back on it.
Yeah, that would be good. There we go. Let me close that. Reopen this. There it is. So then -4. Add. There we go. Roll. Be good. It weren't good.
Unfortunately, not close enough.
That's fine. I don't need you to be scared. I need you to be dead. And then last 2 actions will be a Furious Strike. Let me target the thing. We just need another crit.
That almost gets you there, but I'm sure this single hit will be enough. Yes, that is plenty. It had 2 hit points remaining.
Whew, okay.
The Wulg is defeated. And as it drops to the ground, the snow falls silent once more. With only the sounds of your heavy breathing ringing through the air, and the distant rumble of encroaching snow.
Shy the War Priest puts away the sword and the shield, not just the sword. Grabs 2 of these individuals at random by the ear, and they're pulling them back to town. Like, I'm done healing today.
Yep. Well, that covers the actual test portion. Just from off with the test itself, how do you guys feel? What do you guys think? That was obviously a moderate encounter. I don't know, that felt right to a modern encounter for me. Kept to like the usual 4 rounds, but somebody did get downed in it, which again, that's modern encounter. If the dice roll that way, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same, especially with they all just teamed up on Felix, and like for like 2 turns, we're just beating the crap out of him. So
Yes.
if more of us had gotten in and split their attention, he probably wouldn't have gone down, but there would have been a bigger spread of damage across all of us, which I think, yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah.
It seemed good to me.
Good. Shy Decaf, Melkor, any thoughts, any comments, questions, concerns?
I
All right.
think.
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, it's nothing. It's
Okay. Well, if you guys want to scroll down to the monsters folder, you should be able to open it up, and you should be able to take a look at the Wulgs. So these are level 3 creatures. I specifically ran these as a group and as a moderate test because I did want to test out their pack attack class feature. That did definitely amp their damage, but their damage actually isn't that high otherwise. They use only a moderate attack bonus. Actually, you know what? I think I lied. I think the jaws are high damage, but the talons do remain low, both because they have the agile trait and the grab ability. Which I did, as I mentioned, I did forget to actually write into the ability itself, the creature, the stat block in Foundry.
Mm-hmm.
But before those numbers, obviously they are dex-based. Skills-wise, because they are focused on grappling and stuff like that, they have a high athletics. They're also hunters, so a high stealth felt appropriate as well. Given their dexterity, they use a moderate acrobatics and then a low survival to help them track prey. I do want to actually add a scent ability
Mm-hmm.
to them because I feel like they would have it. Armor class. They have a high armor class. That is just kind of what I tend to lean towards whenever I assign an armor class. And also just because these guys are pretty nimble. They're pretty dexterous.
Mm-hmm.
Saving throws spread. We've got a high reflex, a moderate fortitude, and then a low will. For their hit points, they have between low and moderate hit points. So that's another reason that they use that high armor class.
Mm-hmm.
These are creatures that are encountered in the Hoarfrost Reach in Monster Hunter World. They are Arctic dwellers. So they've got the classic cold immunity, but weakness to fire.
Oh, is it fire? On the sheet I'm looking at, it says air 5.
I did correct it. It says fire on my sheet.
Okay.
I accidentally typed air, and I guess at some point. As I said, they have a moderate attack bonus. Jaws are high, claws are low, and the pack attack increases those both about 1 step. Now, as for the design of the actual abilities, they do also have 30-foot movement speed because they're nimble little dudes. They only have 4 abilities, so pretty basic creature. I've already talked about pack attack. This is a pretty standard effect you'll see on a number of creatures. Same with constrict, pretty standard ability. I have this dealing moderate damage and using a high DC save. Pretty standard. Frenzied Pounce. I like that one. I thought that was very fun. This is reminiscent of when you down a creature in Monster Hunter. Wulgs are one of the endemic life that will pounce and leap on a downed large monster for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought I would expand upon that a little bit with their grab as well, since that is part of what they do. Because it is a very neat thing, seeing them sort of they will just try to wrap around and strangle a hunter if you let them. And then there is the Savage Rake, which is the ability that I have the most question about whether I want to keep. Obviously, I am switching it to Talon Strike. I am considering just reducing this to a single action and having it function more like Flurry of Blows, maybe keep if both strikes hit, they become enfeebled 1, but removing the whole multiple attack penalty thing. And if I do it that way, I can work in a rotation where it does a Savage Rake, does 2 Quick Claws as a single action, does a Constrict, and then can use Grab, not to roll athletics checks, but if you already have a creature grabbed, you can use the grab action to extend it without having to roll anything.
Okay. I was going to suggest, because like you said, it kind of doesn't make sense that when you constrict, and you don't like re-up the grab, it just ends, especially with what constrict does. But I guess like you can just squeeze and then you let go.
Yeah.
But I think if you brought that to 1, that would
Reduce
free up an
Savage
extra
Rake
action
to 1 action.
to continue the grab. I think that would be good.
Yeah, and I would add the Flourish trait to it so it doesn't get like 6 attacks.
Yeah.
Shy Decaf, any thoughts? Excellent.
I mean, I think I agree in the sense of like, yeah, if you reduce it to 1, flourish obviously for the obvious reasons, but definitely removing the whole multiple attack penalty thing just so that it doesn't have so much
definitely
going towards it. But yeah.
Do you think it would be fine to keep the enfeebled? Because I thought that was a fun sort of effect, and kind of makes it harder to escape the Wulg's grapple.
I think so.
It's kind of like the idea of you, because it is at least partially referential to the fact that you need to be sort of like mashing buttons to shake out of their grabs in Monster Hunter. But it's like you have to struggle harder to like end it.
This is new to me. I don't remember having to do that before, so that I've never had to deal with that, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, they still let you go after a while, but it's like it goes on much longer unless you struggle to break free.
Gotcha. Is this brain? This is just one of the Monster Hunters I've not played, basically, then, and had that issue.
Yeah, it was Iceborne. It was
okay.
the one they were introduced in.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, well, with all that discussed, here I'll do a sort of like my readjustment of what this will actually look like. The Wulg makes 2 Talon Strikes. Healthy Strike gets rid of that. This becomes Flourish, and then this becomes single action. So now it looks like this. So, anything else you guys want to add? Anything you guys? Dinnerman, you said it sounds like you've seen these things before.
Yeah, I've run into them when I played Iceborne. Not terribly much. I usually I usually ignore the endemic life stuff, but there have been a couple times where I'm like gathering or something, and yeah, they like do exactly what you said. They like jump, gang up on me, and then do the whole constricting thing, which I think is very, very cool, and I think you've captured that very well here.
Well, all right. Yeah, it's a simple little creature. So, if you guys have no further suggestions, and anybody watching the stream, feel free to chime in as well. But I think we're good here.
Oh, the only thing I was going to ask, Pack Attack is supposed to be 2 others, not just 1 other?
It is. Most pack attacks that I have seen in other monster stat blocks do ask for at least 2 other creatures.
Okay, got it.
But yeah. But no, I think the combination of Pack Attack and Frenzied Pounce is fun.
Oh yeah, when Frenzied Pounce happened, that was very fun.
Maybe not for Decaf, but all right. As I said, I think we are good here. These Wulgs, we've made a small adjustment to their Savage Rake, but they are otherwise ready to hunt your players in your games. So you guys will see these monsters coming out. For those of you watching the stream, not this upcoming Monday, but the one after. And if you're watching this on YouTube, the they've already been released. You can check them out on the channel. So thank you to my players, to my test subjects for coming out and giving me a hand. Especially, I mean, as always, a thank you to Decaf and Shy. Always good to have you guys. But I do want to extend a special thank you to Melkor and Dinnerman for hopping in and helping us out here, because we were down some people.
Thanks for the invite. This was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, until then, we will be back next Saturday to test another monster. So, stay safe, be good. We'll see you next time. Bye.